Hey everybody, how you doing? Good to see you. We're Entombed A.D. and you are watching and listening to
Metal Wani.
Hey, this is Jackie with Metal Wani, and we are out in Phoenix, Arizona at the press room, and I'm here with the guys from Entombed A.D. How are you?
Pretty good so far, thank you.
I'm good, thank you. It's weird weather today, definitely.
Yeah.
It's
much
like
warmer than we're used to.
Oh, it was much hotter yesterday. It was like 30.
Oh really? Okay. Well, Christ. Mm-hmm. Good we came today then.
Yes.
We had rain in San Diego yesterday. What are the odds? Like twice a year they have rain and we show up and of course it's that day.
More dramatic.
Yeah, I guess.
You guys arrived.
We had yeah, let's look like that.
Yeah, so,
that sounds good.
Yeah.
Viking-ish theme to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
That works.
So last night was actually the first night of this tour with Exmortus and Amon Amarth. How did it go?
Good.
Very good.
Better than expected.
Much
cool
better.
Crowd
right?
and good beer.
Yeah, no, it was great. Place was packed and everybody was on point.
Sold out, yeah.
A sold out show, yeah.
Yeah. And the whole technical part, because there's always like the first gig, you know, there's all, I mean, how's it gonna work? But everything went really, really smooth.
Yeah.
Perhaps a little bit too smooth. So now we're jinxing it, getting word here. No, but it was honestly, it was really over expectations, definitely.
So this is the first time you are playing new songs off the new album, Dead Dawn.
Yeah.
In front of your American fans, how has the response been so far?
It's been good. It's really hard to tell because I mean, since the songs are new for us, we have a hard time and just playing them well, you know. So you kind of like you're into your own thing and just fucking trying to get through like these. So it's really
speak for yourself.
Yeah, well, obviously, yeah, no, he's always on point. No, but it's always like before it settles into your body, so it's the response is good, but it's really hard to tell if, you know, the difference between which one they like the most, so to speak, you know, because you're like, damn, you know, still not learning the songs, but you know,
yeah, it's kind of like
into the system.
Kind of like still sort of analyzing how the crowd likes the song in a way, and for me, I think a bit more when we're playing the new songs, like, how do they like it?
Yeah, okay.
Do they prefer this one or like?
No, but it seems good. It's really nice to be. It's really nice to play new songs, and it's really nice to be in the States doing it. And so we're psyched about the whole thing. We're really happy with the new album. So it's good fun to you know, play a couple of songs off of that.
I'm sure after a couple shows it'll get really comfortable.
Yeah, no, this is the problem. That is too comfortable, you know, and then it's like you go from fucking hysteric wreck, nervous. How's this gonna work out? And then like 4 gigs in, you're like, can someone just drop a bomb on stage and something happens? Not really, but you get really comfortable with it quick, which is, someone once said that, you know, 1 gig is like 25 rehearsals, and this is true. Like if you do 1 gig and you play the song, this is more, you learn more from this 1 gig than 25 rehearsals, so this is good.
So you guys just did a tour in Europe with Abbath Behemoth and Inquisition. Would you say you've noticed a difference between your American and European fans?
It's kind of like Europe is kind of hard to say, like European fans, but North, East, West kind of differences. But US crowd is really cool, and like yesterday, it's a lot of crowd surfing.
Yeah, no, it's
good response with, you know, people shouting.
Difference is very small, you know. Metalheads are pretty much same kind of morons worldwide, and and everybody's in it for the same thing. So it's I would say generally the same, thank God. So you don't have to like, I mean, you don't have to change or react or anything. It's just like you do your thing, and everybody. They have, which is really nice, much better beer quality in this country than you used to back in the day. So this is a very, very nice bonus for us to part from the crowd. Yeah, it's like all these microbreweries and everything. It's like very cool. Thank you.
That's good. Usually the beer here isn't that great.
No, I mean, there used to be an expression like American beer, which would be like, the worst, watery, whatever, but now it's turning. So American beer today is like,
best
really, really good shit.
Superb. We had the opportunity to try some new stuff from Mikkeller and Alesmith, the new brewery in San Diego, opening next week. So we got like a pre-taster, very cool, and there's like so many awesome stuff from San Diego, and yeah, so I was happy.
Yeah, that's good.
I had a good time.
Okay, so what was the inspiration behind the title and the new album?
I would say looking at the whole thing today, I mean, who can't with everything going on, and I think it's just a reflection of
what's going on today.
Yeah, in the world, like everything's just going south fast, and so I wouldn't call it an inspiration, but more, well, it is an inspiration, but more like something that you, I would say, a lot of metal bands and art performers in general now, this is like the topic, that everything's going to shit really quick, and Donald Trump is taking us there.
But still, we kind of leave it for the listener's interpretation. So we don't want to say too much, because if it means something for you that you like, cool, go for it.
Yeah, basically that's just like, that's on our minds, but I wouldn't say that we specifically sat down and like, let's write an album about the end of the world or something, but it's just whatever's happening around you, this will reflect and
yeah.
So, but as he says, I mean, I hate it when you tell someone that this song is about this and this and this, but because I write a song about buying oranges and you hear something completely different, like a love song, then fair enough, it's a love song for you, and you shouldn't be too specific about these things, because it's it's in the eye of the beholder, as the saying goes.
Yeah, but since it is death metal, we have those death ingredients, of course, death, dying, the occult, war, violence, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
It's interesting that you don't want to be too specific, because you want to just let the fans kind of soak it in and see what their interpretation is.
Yeah. No, this is always, I mean, I really wouldn't want, if I have a favorite song of some sorts and I have an idea of what it is about and whatever it is does to me, and then some fucker comes along and tells me that it's about buying beer at 7-Eleven. This is like, there's no point in doing it. Let's if possible, let's keep some fucking mystique, because especially these days with like everything gets dissected and the internet, you have there's always someone going heavily into detail about shit that maybe isn't what we are trying to put out, you know what I mean? So
they twist and they turn it into something else that exactly. It isn't.
So less is more, I think, and if you like it, cool, and that's all we need to know, and that's all we're gonna say.
So Dead Dawn is not a full return to your classic death roots, but it's kind of a new step in the band, going with the evolution of it. What would you say was the inspiration during the writing process, as far as the direction that each of you wanted to take the album in?
I think actually we didn't think that much about direction. It's kind of like more that where we are as a band and the stuff we had wanted to say, like musically, and like we have stuff to say and just let's do it.
I think it's never outspoken, and you never think about it like, okay, so this it's you just try to do your best constantly, and then afterwards when you made like a bunch of songs, you realize that, hold on, this is this, holy shit, I thought we were making ballads here and it's all fucking up tempo, or vice versa. It's like you never know. You just cook your food and then afterwards you're like, okay, so it's I would say I think it gets better the less you think about it, just do it. It's like food or sex. You shouldn't have your like mind to it and think, okay, now I'll go left, right, because then rhythm.
Yeah,
We need rhythm.
Exactly.
Whenever you do like food or anything, it has to be like, you know, smooth as a wave. And I think the only way to achieve this is to like not think.
To just let the song live in the moment.
Yeah,
It's
always.
kind of when you're in a creative process, it's really hard, and you think you shouldn't try to look at what you're doing from like an outside perspective and analyze like what is this and like where we're going. Like if you are there and doing things, like stay there.
So I know that you guys didn't handle the vocals, but the vocals on the album are very dark and filthy and have like an organic sound to them.
Yeah, cool.
Do you know the kind of approach that you guys wanted to go during the recording process with the vocals?
Well, no, it's with LG. It's always he has a really cool voice, and it was cool because we were collaborating with Jacob Hellner. He produced 3 songs, and his former he's been doing Rammstein and such. So he's a very, very, very high-end producer, and he is insanely serious about sound. So it was really interesting how the mic. I mean, it's just a mic, you know. It's a voice and it's a mic, so there's not so much you can do, like as far as fixing with the sound. But so you can only try to capture or emphasize like whatever it is from the voice that you want. And I think he did a really really cool approach. So, and I think it came out really well because you can really hear the gurgly throat, like which you really want. You know,
Yeah.
as you said, organic would be, I guess, a good word to describe it. And this is, if you have LG on vocals, you should try to make it as organic as possible, because, you know, it's like, you know, good ingredients. Don't fucking put no spice on there. Just try to capture it and put it on the plate and say, yeah, I made this.